last week we viewed 3 properties in the Scottish Highlands. And although some of them were stunning, we decided for one reason or another...
Our roof is battered, mate.
That's the cattle grid. Sadly, they weren't for us. This week, we're looking a bit closer to home and we're viewing 2 spectacular properties in the gorgeous region of West Wales. We've also asked ourselves the question, do we want to buy a house? Or do we want to build a house? Or maybe buying land could be an option. So press subscribe and join us as we continue the search for our next big project, our ultimate dream home.
Before we view these houses, we're actually going to go and meet 2 legends who are actually living in Wales, who've taken on a big project. They're called Emilie and Jon, and they've got a little dog, Maggie, and they've bought an old caravan site. They're called Camp Out West. You can watch their whole YouTube channel if you want to see what they've been up to.
Yeah, it's going to give us maybe some inspiration.
So they're going to give us a little tour, show us what they've done. Maybe we can ask them some questions about what it's like to...
permission and stuff. It's going to be a very adult day, Craig.
Yeah, are we growing up?
No, never.
You'll never grow up.
So the guys showed us around their land. They explained where their boundaries were and where they were legally allowed to build according to the Caravan and Park Home Act. They also mentioned something about a certificate of lawfulness, and it was clear we hadn't the first clue about buying or owning land.
So we're Emilie and Jon. So the land came with planning permissions for 3 residential park homes or 3 residential caravans. This is our first chassis that we're going to build our first little tiny house on. We're going to build 2 small cabins like this. They're going to be kind of like our, in the future, going to be like Airbnb sort of projects.
Yeah, we always wanted to have like a business on the land.
We're going to be starting that soon, and that's going to be before Christmas, because we've spent, what is it now, 15 months?
Yeah, a year and a half in the
living
caravan.
in a 5-metre, 22-year-old touring caravan.
Winter was very cold, so we don't particularly want to do that again.
We've made our first concrete slab, which is where we're going to be parking our first cabin. Adamant to be in this first cabin before Christmas this year.
Yeah,
so we've got a couple of months of hard work.
They've even got 4 beautiful chickens that lay their morning eggs for them.
And we know which one does which. So that's Hawk, that's Rosie.
What?
And then this one is, just because they started laying at different days,
You know
you'd open it and they'd be in there on their egg and you'd be like, oh.
Aww.
So
Where's the fake one?
these are the fake ones.
That's mad.
Yeah, we didn't know about it, and someone on YouTube was like, "I'll just put fake eggs in," and we're like, "What?
Yeah.
Fake eggs?" And the next day they started laying.
Oh, what have we got? Tasty.
You're out.
Okay.
Sick.
How much of a country girl yet are you?
Oh no. No, I already had to swap my Spice Girl platforms for some wellies. I'm glad Emily had a spare pair.
So this is a hell of a project. From what John was telling me, they used to always drive past this place and they never knew how far the land went back because it was so overgrown, but they've trimmed it all back, and it's huge. There's so many little pockets hidden behind trees, and they've got all these projects that are coming up. Very cool.
So what's this bit going to be?
This is going to be our big greenhouse growing area where we can grow all our vegetables. Our dream is to be as self-sufficient as we can when it comes to food, so we don't have to go to the supermarket. So we've just had an 8-metre by 4-metre greenhouse that's going to go here.
Nice.
And we're going to have all raised beds over here, so this should be like just a haven of vegetables. Hopefully.
That's my dream, mate.
Yeah,
I'm so excited.
Class.
We've never ever thought about growing our own stuff, have we?
We're getting old, mate.
Are we at that age?
This
I
is
think so.
middle-aged.
Yeah, middle-aged.
Here's garden. What do you want?
Oh, making some soup.
I was telling Amy I've been watching preserving videos and pantry tours.
Oh yeah, love it.
I'm so excited. We have a little outdoor shower that we made from recycled materials, which has been really good. Not great on a windy day because it blows out the pilot light and the water's ice cold.
They talked about local grants that you can apply for, and they also shared some extremely good advice on things to look out for when buying land.
Yeah, we're excited to get going on it.
Yeah, we couldn't really afford like a bigger project or a traditional house to do up or build an actual house, so the land only came with planning permissions for residential park homes, so it was just more suitable for our budget and we could do it ourselves.
Yeah, because we bought the land outright from like the sale of our house that we lived in the local town. So our whole thing is that we're going to be able to afford to build it. So we're doing it as and when our money comes in.
Yeah.
And then we'll just own everything, so we can have like a really cheap way of living, isn't it?
Yeah, so mortgage free at 33.
Less stress.
Yeah. So our goal was always to like live within our means and just be sensible with our money.
Yeah.
And I think even though we've been in the caravan now, it's definitely the happiest we've ever been. We've realised we don't really need much to be happy. So
I think in the next couple of months there's going to be some big changes. So I'm looking forward to you guys coming back either to get your hands dirty or maybe come and stay in the cabin when it's ready.
Yeah. Thanks for having us.
Alright, so that was a quick in and out because we've actually got our view in and we're going to be late now. But yeah, lovely to meet Emilie and Jon and see their space and their vision for it, and yeah, just taking on a big project.
How do you feel about that? Would you do it? Could you do it?
Well, I think theirs is a different setup because they're building actual buildings on the land. They're building cabins and tents for people to come and stay in, whereas we're going to be hopefully doing a house renovation. But I wouldn't be against it, but I feel like I'm leaning more towards a house renovation.
What about building a house?
I just think it's too much of a headache.
So I've got the big project eyes on. I'm like, F it, we'll build a house. We'll find some beautiful land and then we'll just start building, obviously.
Emmy misses all the steps in between that.
You kind of thinking, now you've seen that, you want a smaller project, is it?
Not so much a smaller one.
A wimpy project, is it?
I know what you're trying to do here. Reverse psychology won't work on me, Trev.
So we're about to go and see back to back 2 houses now in West Wales. They're only about half an hour away from the guys.
There's also a surf beach right by them, which is great because there's a local surf beach I'm in.
We'll see how we go. We'll see what vibe we get. We'll see if we fall in love with them, and then if we do, then we do, and if we don't, then I don't know what we're gonna do. Oh, it looks lovely. This video is sponsored by Athletic Greens. Some things never change. This is me, Trevor Trunch. I've been driving these bloody awful kids to school for the past 37 years. I do love it, but I get disrespected quite a lot.
Mr. Trunch smells like pies.
Mrs. Trunch has made me a lovely steak and ale pie today, so that's probably what you can smell.
Pie boy, pie boy.
But I won't lie, these last few weeks I haven't felt right at all. I've just been super lethargic, proper knackered, and just feeling really run down. The thing is, I leave so early that I'm always grabbing something fast and it's never healthy. Pie and chips, crisps, hardly any fruit and veg. I'm surprised I ain't got scurvy.
Mr. Trunch has got scurvy.
But Joanna, the head teacher, has recommended this stuff, and honestly, it's been a game changer. AG1 is the perfect balance of vitamins and minerals, antioxidants, and the equivalent of 12 servings of fruit and vegetables per scoop. With only 1 serving per day, it fills the nutrient gaps and provides your body with everything it needs to feel energised, fighting fit, and ready to safely drive these angels to school. I've replaced my morning coffee for an AG1, and not only is it cleaner and healthier, but there's also no caffeine, so I feel relaxed and calm, even if they do get a little bit out of hand. Hello.
Mr. Trunch, you look so healthy.
Thanks, Johnny love. So if you'd like to try it yourself, head to athleticgreens.com/kingin' for 5 free travel packs and a 1-year supply of vitamin D3 plus K2 with your first purchase. Property number 1. House number 1 is a 3-bedroom detached stone house that requires refurbishment, set in approximately 2.3 acres with a range of outbuildings. Rural yet accessible, it has huge potential to be a wonderful sized family home for people called Craig and Amy.
Shall we get custard up here? Mine is quite hilly.
This is very cute and very woodlandy, exactly what I wanted.
Oh.
Okay, love the driveway. Oh, Craig!
What? This can't be it.
It must be.
I don't think it is. No, it's not. Keep going.
Place. Just arriving in someone's house like, this is the one, we'll take it. Craig, I don't think this has to be down here.
I'm not sure.
That's it. Yeah, this is it.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, there's a neighbour right by there though. Don't love that, but they might be really nice. All right, lovely stone building. It's gorgeous. Okay, let's go and have a look. Feels very cottagey even though it's massive. There's little bits like, you know, the fireplaces and like the surroundings of the windows and like the doors as well. They're really lovely. You can tell it needs a bit of work though. There's a bit of damp around the place and maybe some plastering. I don't know. Through to this. Lovely beams on the roof as well. Fireplaces in both rooms, which is really lovely. I'm guessing this long hallway here would have been the kitchen, which is super cool. I love the wall.
Very cool.
And then if I come out and go back in this section, gorgeous door, it goes back in, up some stairs, to like a really big, sort of another living room I guess. Even though we came in off a road, I think that's the main road out there, and it's not that quiet, which is a bit of a shame. It wasn't just the cottagey look or the old school vibe of the house that enticed us to look at it. It was also the numerous outbuildings that we could renovate. Like, this is literally what I thought of, like one big long place with like really high ceilings. That knocks through into the next spot. So it would just go on, it would be one big long sort of beautiful, you know, like you can imagine it being beautifully lit. Obviously we'll take out the cow stations and whatnot, but it is a really beautiful building. And there was even a milking station attached to the side of the house where the cows would go to get milked.
One tenant decided to turn this into a cannabis factory.
Oh,
really?
Well, we'll hold on to that then.
No way. Did they get caught, did they?
No.
No.
They just buggered off and...
The owner then showed us around the small barn attached to the front of the house. The property comes with 2.3 acres of land which was previously occupied by a lot of sheep. The boundary is right over there. It's a huge piece of land and we wouldn't actually know what to do with it. Any suggestions, leave it down below. Initial thoughts?
I mean, it's a hell of a project, but I think it's like a doable one, because that house, the main house, I think would just be a case of like redecorating and sorting, but then we've literally got a barn conversion attached, and then you could extend the house into where the stables used to be as well, and then there's like another barn and then that as well. You know, maybe we could turn that into like a gym or something. Little yoga studio, bifolding doors.
Yeah, be cute.
Little courtyard with a swimming pool maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it could be amazing. It could be like a little French chateau, couldn't
You can
it?
really see the potential, can't you?
It's just that main road.
It's that main road, Craig.
It's not the end of the world, but like,
But it's not.
It's
that
not
haven,
nature.
Just not cheap enough to go. Well, we'll just do it because it's
yeah,
cheap.
it's
You
the
know.
higher end of the budget. I love the shape and the layout. It's like a little country maze,
It
country
is.
house maze.
Extremely unique. And that's kind of what we've been looking for, you know. The rooms, that they've got a really cool vibe, haven't they?
Yeah, like imagine like, you know, proper log burner there, nice big comfy sofas.
Mm-hmm. And then that's as much input as you're getting into the interior design.
No, this is my room. This is the whiskey snug. Decided.
It's pretty big.
There's a wall there, and then there's a door which goes onto those stables. So you could like knock all that through. And then this is what we're saying, like we can't do that kind of stuff.
Oh, watch me. Yeah,
You
Hannah.
need someone with like, you know, we can't just knock a wall down.
You would have to duck under every door. That's what I mean about it looking really cottagey but being big enough.
So upstairs is kind of mad.
Very unique layout.
So there's like a little split here, there's like a weird little in-between room.
Yeah.
And then there's a bathroom that way, a bedroom that way.
Mm-hmm. You would think that this section would be like the master bedroom and the master wing, but unfortunately the bedroom's actually really small, so it's just, it wouldn't maybe fit a single bed.
Yes.
This could be the dressing room.
Yeah, it could be a little walk-in wardrobe, or even that might be a bit small for that.
For my stuff, yeah, definitely. I'm going to need to convert the barn, especially to fit these in. There you go down, to then go up, which is really cool.
We've got again like a little landing and then splits into two rooms which are the same size. So yeah, just fairly, these are kind of basic. Not a bad view though, if you look over the motorway.
I can see a little smile while you're saying it.
I do like it.
When I pictured like having a house, I pictured like one long tall building so that we could do what we wanted with the inside, and that's exactly what that is. Like we wouldn't even need the main house as long as we've got the barn conversion, but yeah, you get it all. That's why it's over what we set our budget at.
Talking about Wales, our brand new Wales Google Maps guide is now available.
We have been lucky enough to travel our stunning country, and we feel extremely patriotic about the beauty and class that it holds.
So we've put together a Google Maps guide with all of our favourite places. Hidden gems, swim spots, campsites, waterfalls, you name it, it's on there.
So if you're planning a trip to Wales, then you need this guide. On the way to view house number 2. It might well be that one. The view, the listing doesn't really show the house from the outside because it's covered in trees, so you can't really see what it looks like. Well, there's neighbours, thing?
I think so.
Okay. Hiya, I'm so sorry. Property number 2. House number 2 is a potential 4-bedroom development opportunity. It has incredible views of the Welsh countryside, off-road parking, and planning permission to make it into a large family home. Oh, and it's currently used as a pottery studio. Alright, so that's where the house starts. I think that's actually like an added piece.
I mean, just the first initial look at this is just unbelievable. Look at the views from the windows. Imagine this for a little Christmas living room with a log fire.
I can actually imagine it as well. Like, I don't want to like get a bit ahead of myself, but it's a great vibe to begin with. Walking in, we were both just looking at each other. I was like, don't look at me, because I'm nervous.
In all of these houses, I try and imagine myself living here, and I try and like feel what it feels like. You get a certain vibe when you walk into a place. And the last place we were in was like a bit of a cold vibe. I don't know why, but that's the feeling I got. But as soon as I walked in here, I was like, it feels warm and it feels like cozy and spacious. So straight from the living roomy bit, we've got this big open space here with like a little toilet.
Again, it's like, what would we do with this space? There's like so much space. We're like, what could we do with this bit? And I think possibly this bit could be a bedroom. You know, you have your wardrobe and stuff in there. Maybe we can make this bit into the bathroom with like maybe a freestanding bath, and then your toilet room in there, and then the bed here. But it is directly onto the living room. Or maybe, I don't know actually.
You don't have to decide now, babe,
I don't have to decide now.
Huge little space here, which could be a utility room.
From the main sort of living room, we thought, you come under the archway, which is super cool.
This little section alone is a masterpiece.
It really is.
Like, look at the stone and the step up to the other room. It's just unreal. I can see me living here.
Yeah, can you?
100%.
Okay. All right, take us through. So, Craig said that this wall here can come out.
It's just a big partition. But the whole thing is just like a converted barn that we were looking for,
Yes.
but couldn't find, and it's finished. The roof's solid. Look at the stone walls; they're just unbelievable.
This is just the other part of it. So if we took the wall down through here, we could just have one big open space, and then I don't know, would this be the living room or would that bit be the living room? Like, so many options, Craig.
And then if you thought that was enough, there's like another section of this house. It just keeps on going. I don't even know what we do with this part, but
You'll be able to see artists live here.
there's like a little, I don't know what you do with this room, but
So this could be like another bedroom with lovely, might have to fix those windows a little bit.
a studio or an office space.
What kind of studio are you talking, Holmes?
You know, like podcasting and work,
Whoa,
like an office.
yeah, that could work.
Because you have to walk through here to get to the other room, so it'd be better as like a
Oh yeah, you want more people to
reception
go
room.
through, yeah.
I'm up for a big project, you?
So many pieces of art, it's like a super cool house.
This could be a lush bedroom.
It's a beautiful space, isn't it?
Yeah, nice big doors,
With the brick wall behind you,
massive windows.
loads of skylights.
Look.
Don't look at me. Well, the neighbours are right by there, Con. And on the other side, in my head I was thinking more rural, I wanted something more rural. Parking situation, you know, I kind of wanted our own little drive to be able to come up and drive. Yeah, the house is really cool, isn't it? Oh goodness. Yeah, this could definitely do with the renovation. But look at the ceiling in here. Like, look how cool that is. This little stairwell, come up these ones.
This is like a whole separate wing then. It's got like a little mezzanine with a bed up there. And then there's a kitchen behind there. And another space up there which you could do stuff with.
Don't put it on me.
Why are you so scared?
I don't know, I've got anxiety, man.
It's because you're so buzzing that you're going to get a new house.
I mean, I didn't think I would have all the feels looking for a house. Like, I didn't think it would be anything like this, honestly. I'm like, oh, I'm so chill, I'm such a chill person, whatever will be, and like whatever comes and whatever goes, it's fine. But I just become so like wrapped up in
It's because you imagine yourself
house.
living there, and it's almost like you transform your life into that place.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, you picture, you go in and you go, right, well, I'll do this with that, and I can see us there with our family. It is mainly like, I can see us there with the family, and that's kind of what we had in our minds when we thought of a dream house. We were like, we would love to have it. Well, the only thing we said was have it long enough to have a really big table so we could all come for Christmas dinner. Isn't that what we said? And you could do that. We could go around the corner with the table in that one. It's just a bit scary, I don't know. It's just like, oh gosh, are we making the right decision? It's everything I wanted on my tick list. But the only thing I'm against it for is that there's 2 neighbours directly next to you. They're not attached to you, but they're very close. And you don't have that land that you would sort of get, you know, if you were in Scotland. And it's very expensive. But I do love it, I do love it. Like, it's so unique. I think that's why my anxiety is so strong, because I'm just like, oh gosh, is it right? It would be a disaster if it was the wrong thing to do, you know?
What does the wrong thing look like?
I don't know, I feel sick.
10 times better than I expected. I had no expectations for that one, and it was next level. I think we found it, babes. I think we found the one. It wasn't the one. We're back in Custard. We're going to Scotland.